and we welcome you to the Mountain Dew Cup Series Season Number 1, live from the Daytona International Speedway, as we are here for the first annual Daytona 500, presented by Bubba Wallace Fan 23. Today we have 32 drivers lined up ready to take on this 2.5-mile monster super speedway in Daytona Beach, Florida, where one of these drivers here today looks to write their names in the history books forever with a win here in the first race of the Mountain Dew Cup Series and claim the Harley J. Earl Trophy, but only one of these 32 drivers will do it at the end of the day, as we have a lot of storylines heading into the pinnacle event of Speed Weeks in season number 1, and it will all come to a head with the Daytona 500 here today in season 1 of the Mountain Dew Cup Series. And one of those headlines is that none of these drivers in this field have practiced in a big pack for this Daytona 500, mostly because of this pandemic. We've only seen the duels back on Thursday night in a limited pack and single car qualifying back on Wednesday, and it should be interesting to see how these drivers will do in the opening laps being in a big pack like they are here today. And now let's take a look at our Geico Ones to Watch. And we start off first with the number 11 of Denny Hamlin, who looks to be the favorite. He looks to go for his third Daytona 500 in a row and his fourth overall. He is starting from the pole after capturing qualifying on Wednesday, and he won his duel back on Thursday night. He is the favorite. We'll see what he can do starting from the pole. You also see Jimmy Johnson in his final Daytona 500. He looks to add another one to his resume, starting mid-pack in the 12th position. And you also have the 22 of Joey Logano starting from the 23rd position. He definitely knows how to get it done at these super speedways. He definitely is a blocker. The 2015 Daytona 500 winner looks to make it to today in the Daytona 500. As now the cars roll off, let's take a look at our Scott's Racing Collectibles starting lineup for the Daytona 500. In row 1, you'll find a pair of Joe Gibbs Racing teammates and Denny Hamlin and Kyle Busch, the Candyman, to his outside. In row 2, it's Ricky Stenhouse, who made it in on speed, and the 8 of Tyler Reddick, who won his qualifying race back on Thursday. Kevin Harvick in the 4 and Alex Bowman in the 88 in row 3. And in row 4, Clint Bowyer in his final 500 and the 2020 summer race winner, William Byron. Cole Custer, another rookie, back in row 5 alongside Eric Jones, starting from 10th. And you see Brad Keselowski, Jimmy Johnson in row 6 with Elliott starting back in row number 7. As the rest of the field scrolls by with Matty D and Ryan Blaney back in row 9. You see Newman and Truex in row 10. As it should be a very interesting race to watch. You see Almirola starting back in row 12. There's John Hunter Nemechek, another rookie this season. And there's Christopher Bell, another rookie as well. Larson is one to watch in his first race back. We'll see what he can do. And now let's take a look at our race breakdown for the Daytona 500. 10 laps, which is 25 miles around this 2.5-mile super speedway. We will have a halfway bonus at lap number 5. 73 degrees is our air temperature under partly cloudy skies, as we are now ready to get this race underway. As now off of turn 4, the green flag is in the air. We're underway in season 1. As they make their way down the backstretch for the first time, dead even are the Joe Gibbs Racing teammates as Denny Hamlin looks to lead that lap. And Kyle Busch, with help from Tyler Reddick around the outside, they will prevail. But Busch is around on the backstretch. He'll save it somehow, some way, and Tyler Reddick will lead that lap. Kyle Busch is losing a lot of momentum. As now we got trouble in the back. The 37's around. Hard into the outside wall goes the 77 of Ross Chastain. And everybody else will avoid them. But we are under caution here on lap number 3. And it's Ross Chastain into the outside retaining wall along with the 37 of Ryan Preece. As it's a 4-car incident, putting us under the caution flag for the first time. You see the 37 thought he was clear, tried to block LaJoie, but he was not clear, and the 77 got hit by the 37. The 37 just made some hard contact with Joey Logano there, and Chastain took the biggest hits of them all. And it's a tough break for the 37 and 77 there, as they are both done with their days. And what an early ending for them. Not even 3 full laps into the Great American Race, but their days are over. LaJoie and Logano look to keep themselves in contention, as LaJoie is on pit road getting his damage repaired along with Joey Logano. A lot of tape being applied to his car, but he looks to keep himself in contention for the win. As now we take a look at our Mountain Dew Quick Race recap. It's Jimmy Johnson in his final 500. He's gained 7 positions since the start of the race. Hamlin has lost 5. And you see Eric Jones has gained 6 since the start of the race. As now Tyler Reddick leads us back to the green flag, and Denny Hamlin, starting from the 6th position, he has a huge run around the outside. Alex Bowman will put a block on him, as now off of turn 4 to win the halfway bonus. And it will be Alex Bowman claiming the 10 extra points as we go on board with the 11 of Denny Hamlin in 2nd place. Here comes Tyler Reddick with a huge push from the 24 of William Byron to lead that lap. As we're now on lap number 7, William Byron takes the lead down the backstretch. And around goes the 14 into the 47 of Stenhouse. And it's a huge wreck on the backstretch of the Daytona International Speedway. And Clint Boyer is on his roof. Kyle Larson with flames rolling out from his engine. And we have a huge 10-car pileup on the backstretch. And it's the big one on lap number 7. We knew it was going to happen. We just did not know when. And we take a look at the replay. Boyer just got hit at the wrong spot from Stenhouse in the 47 and came back into traffic, hit Stenhouse, and up and over he went. Boyer remains upside down there. You see Elliott got under the 47. Truex was on top of the 42 there, and De Benedetto in the back got tagged by the 18 there and sent him into the inside wall. As now we are under the red flag condition. Cars are stopped with William Byron leading. You're on lap number 8. As we take a look at the drivers involved as the cleanup on the backstretch begins. You see Boyer was in that with Elliott, the fan favorite. Boyer and Johnson both in their final 500s. Johnson tries to repair his damage, but it is too much. His day is done. You see the 20 of Jones, a lot of tape being applied to his car. Larson was in it in his first race back. As now the red flag has been lifted, and we take a look at a Mountain Dew Quick Race recap. How about the 41 of Cole Custer gaining 10 positions since the last restart? Ryan Blaney started 17th. He's gained 9 since our last restart. As now William Byron leads us back to green with 2 laps to go. As they make their way off of turn 2, here comes Ryan Blaney with help from Brad Keselowski. He'll pass 6 cars coming off of turn 4. Ryan Blaney takes the lead with 1 lap to go. He'll block Denny Hamlin. Hamlin tries to jump out to the outside, now to the inside. Ryan Blaney blocks that, and off of turn 4, Ryan Blaney wins the Season 1 Daytona 500. And how about that for Ryan Blaney from High Point, North Carolina? Claims the win in his first Daytona 500. He's known to be good at the SuperSpeedways. As you take a look at the race-winning moment, Keselowski just gave him help there on the final lap. As Ryan Blaney burns it down. His first win in the Mountain Dew Cup Series. And congratulations to his sponsor, CST31 Racing Network, on claiming the win. Started 17th and at the halfway just barely collected a point at the 10th position. As it's Ryan Blaney getting the win with Hamlin, Nemechek, and how about Ryan Newman coming back to Daytona, gets a 4th place finish there. The Candyman Kyle Busch back in the 14th position. Good finish for him in the 18 car. Cole Custer dropped back to 17th there, and you see from the 47 on back, everybody there was a DNF. As we take a look at the point standings, and you'll notice it's the 11 and the 8 on top, tied for the first place position, and the 12 is not up there because he did not collect enough stage points like the 11 and the 8 did. You see down at the cutoff spot, Newman just right there out of it in 9th place. And how about another rookie of John Nemechek up there as well. And we see some big names back there like Joey Logano in the 20th spot in points there, as you have a lot of guys back there who have a lot of work to do, but there's still a long way to go. 6 more races until the cutoff for the playoffs at race number 7. But nonetheless, we thank you all for watching, and we hope you enjoyed the Season 1 Daytona 500, as it certainly was an interesting one to watch, as we once again congratulate the 12 of Ryan Blaney and CST31 Racing Network on their win here today at the Daytona International Speedway, as he sits there celebrating with his team on win number 1 in the Mountain Dew Cup Series, as it certainly was an interesting race with no practice, and that no practice will continue with no qualifying as we head to our next event on the schedule at the Rockingham Speedway, race number 2 of the season, as we visit a track that we have not been to in so long, and it should be an interesting one to watch with no practice or qualifying, as we'll see you at our next race, the Subway 400 at the Rockingham Speedway in Rockingham, North Carolina. But until next time, this is the MDCS Racing Network signing out.